We're gonna put this in the oven, Mike, and get this ready, and then have it all out for you.
Cut!
I always knew that my own thing was love and passion. Everyone says when I talk about food, I just start to glow. Am I glowing, Mike? Am I glowing? I feel like my head's glowing. I did this one other time, and I told the lady prepare herself for flames. She didn't believe me. She looked into it. Woof.
So you mean to tell me you're sculpting a tomato?
Something like that, my friend. I'm gonna let it be a surprise.
Live from the historic City Market in downtown Indianapolis, it's the Cooking with Chef Chekwa Vinici show. Hello, I'm your host, Michael Covington, and I'm with the lovely Teresa Stiles as our co-host. And it's my high pleasure and great honor to introduce the Grand Master of Culinary Flavor, the Picasso of Tarragon Chicken, the new superstar gourmet cooking, introducing Chef Chekwa Vinici.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Today I got some good stuff going. This is some of my favorite. I would like to also introduce my lovely wife, Lasagna Vinici. So today I'm going with a chicken salad tarragon. I think you hear it in my introduction. Tarragon.
The Picasso of Tarragon chicken.
Today I am very excited to share this recipe with everybody. I shared my ethnic background, and this chicken salad is really something that I enjoy making and something that I noticed that was different from my mom's side of the family, from my dad's side of the family, and then up into the culinary world. So what I did was I took everything I like from my dad's side of the family chicken salad, everything I like from my mom's side of family chicken salad, then brought in the culinary skills to add into it, and we came out with my own chicken salad. And it's a chicken salad tarragon. I am happy to share this recipe with everybody, and this is going to be to die for, I promise you. So today I already got everything cooked up and ready to throw together. I got some chicken breasts, actually chicken tenders. I use chicken tenders because they're a lot more tender and a lot more juicier. And it's really easy to cook compared to a chicken breast. You can overcook your chicken breast compared to a chicken tender. I got some seedless red grapes here, celery, onions. I use very little onions. I don't want it to be overpowering. And then the pecans. I went to Georgia, got an education on pecans, Mike. Did not know that there was 80 different kind of pecans.
Wow. 80 different kind of pecans?
Yes, these are called desirables.
Okay,
desirable.
So walk us through what makes this pecan desirable for your world famous tarragon chicken salad.
And I asked that guy the same question, Mike, and he said, you have to taste it and then you'll know why.
All right.
This peanut is very juicy, sweet, and meaty compared to most, and they're very, very big when you crack them out of shell, if you can get them out there right. Now, the guys in Georgia, they were cracking them, pulling out whole ones all the time, not me.
So just to be clear, you traveled all the way to Georgia to get this pecan called Desirable for your world famous tarragon chicken.
Yes, sir.
So now for the person at home cooking this, what kind of pecan can you use?
They can use any kind of pecans, really. I just, you know, for me, I'm going for quality. I'm always looking for the best of each product. And out of the pecans that I tried, I thought this was the best, and I thought this would complement my chicken salad.
All right.
So we'll let our guests today tell us what they think about it.
Okay.
I'm sure they're gonna love it.
All right, right here, I just lightly oiled and put some Chuck Love seasoning on there and baked it off in the oven, 350 for about 15-20 minutes. Mike, you remember the temperature for chicken?
175?
Almost, my friend, 165.
165.
You're getting close there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this chicken in here. Got my grapes.
So for the viewers, how much in volume in chicken, how much in weight in grapes?
This is about 8 cups of diced chicken.
Okay.
This is 3.5 cups, but I'm only gonna put 3 cups in here.
Okay.
Then here I got a cup of pecans, desirables.
Desirables.
Terrible.
I got my onions, 1/2 cup, Mike, 1/2 cup of onions. Celery, 1 cup. If you notice that they're really smallly diced, you don't want big, huge chunks in there. Then in here, I have 1.5 cup of mayo, 1/4 cup of raw honey, local.
Okay.
Local honey will help you with your allergies.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a tablespoon of
Why you just now tell them?
relish. I have a tablespoon of relish and a tablespoon of mustard as well.
Okay.
By the way, that chicken smells amazing already.
Oh, wait till you try this recipe. It is so good. Well, Mike, I like to squish my grapes a little bit. I want to squeeze them so some of that juice can marinate in my mayo and honey.
I heard they do that with wine too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Never made wine, though, but I've seen it on TV.
That's a different show.
Yeah, that's a different show. Maybe we can make some wine up in it. Then again, I don't know if we can make it fast enough, and my wife might drink it. So what I've learned from chicken salad, I mean, there's so many different variations of chicken salad. And as I was sharing, you know, with my mom's side of the family, they're Southern Indiana, and their chicken salads, it's not sweet. Then I noticed my dad's side of the family, chicken salad was sweet.
Okay.
Then the culinary side came in the pecans, the tarragon, and then the grapes. My mom and them, they didn't put grapes in their salad, but I put grapes in mine because I love grapes.
And then can you give me a little background on the whole tarragon thing? What's that about?
Tarragon, it's a very unique herb. It's got a little sweet flavor to it. It's strong.
Okay.
It's real strong, so you want to be careful how much you put in it. You can smell it already probably from right over there. After we get this done, Mike, we want to put it in the fridge and let those flavors marinate.
Okay.
It's so important to make sure that your chicken salad can marinate.
How long do you think it should marinate?
If you're serving it today, I would say just for an hour. If you're serving it for a party next week, like 2-3 days later, you don't want to put your pecans in there because you want to still have some body and some crunch to it. You put your pecans in and let it sit for 2 days, they're starting to soften up. It's so important to make sure that you have different levels of texture in your food because when you're taking a bite, it's something that it's like, wow, you know, I can taste this, this. You want stages. And that's kind of what I focus on my food. I want to make sure that I always have stages in your mouth, you know, where you taste this, you taste that, you taste this, and then it finishes off with this and you're like, wow, this is pretty nice. So right now I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then we're gonna get started with the portobello soup.
So Chuck, you're about to put it in the refrigerator. How long should it marinate?
Good hour. Good hour
hour
to marinate.
Okay.
Hour would be great, be nice and ready, all the flavors will marinate, and it'll be ready to serve.
Oh, outstanding. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I promise you won't be disappointed. All right, Mike, now it's time for the cream of portobello mushroom soup.
Cream of portobello?
Yes, you gotta say it like that, Mike. You
Cream
gotta
of
say it like that.
portobello?
Oh, yes.
Your turn.
Cream of portobello.
Gotta
Yeah,
roll
okay.
the tongue a little bit. Portobello.
Portobello.
Bella.
Soon as my Zyrtec kick in, I'll be rolling the tongue.
Is that what it is? I have
need
to
the
get some of that
honey.
chicken salad. It'll help you out.
So funny.
So right now, what I'm doing is I'm cutting my celery up so I can dice it for my soup. So I'm gonna start off with a stick of butter, just normal, unsalted. I don't want it salted because I'm gonna add my own salt to it. I don't use margarine, I use real butter. So it's so important when you're making a soup that you use real butter because margarine has more oil and water in it,
Okay.
and this has more cream.
What are the ingredients that go into your cream of portobello mushroom soup?
I use celery,
Okay.
yellow Spanish onion, portobellos, of course, because you can't have portobello soup without portobellos. I use heavy cream, milk, some Chuck Love, a little bit of white pepper.
Okay.
And chicken stock, and that's about it.
Okay.
Why do you use white pepper?
Because it's milder.
Oh.
It's a lot milder, and then
Okay.
it also doesn't stick out. You know, black pepper says, hello, I'm in here.
Yeah.
White pepper sneaks up on you, kind
Okay.
I
of.
did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Mike, in life,
You're learning.
black and white to everything. And then not only that, Mike, there's a male and female. We're gonna know on our next dish, I'm gonna show you male and female between peppers.
What?
Peppers.
Oh, yes.
You're telling me that there's a male and a female pepper?
Yes.
Oh, man.
And it's so important when you're cooking to know which pepper you're using.
Get out of here.
I had a friend, I blew his mind away and he didn't believe me. I told him, pull out your phone and Google it.
You're telling me that there's a boy pepper and a girl pepper?
Yes, sir.
I'm a pepper eater. I'm a picky pepper eater.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So what do you like about a pepper then?
What makes you picky?
Peter Piper picked peppers and run. Anyway, so
Yeah, I knew you had a problem saying my name at first, Mike. I knew you weren't gonna finish that up, right?
You were making
I'm like,
it do
yeah,
that
let me
one.
see this. Let me see this.
now I love banana peppers. I love the sweetest, like orange kind of yellow pepper. And I always have green peppers with everything I can get, especially on my Italian, my Philadelphia cheesesteaks, my Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Love the green peppers.
Mike, I'm about to
That's
change
always
your
good.
game on them peppers on that next episode and educate you on something.
All
I
right.
want to also educate you on how to cut an onion, Mike. I know you don't cut an onion this way. So
Sure don't.
you want to slice it up here, lay it down, put little slices in there like this.
Okay.
Notice you got dices already, Mike.
So before I miss this, is there a particular technique to cutting up the portobello mushroom?
No, not really. I just dice them up. So what I'm gonna do here, Mike, is I'm sauteing my onions and celery until it gets transparent, nice and soft.
How long does it normally take to get to that level that you like to?
I would say about 7 or 8 minutes.
7 or 8 minutes. Okay.
And what temperature do you have the stove on?
Medium.
Medium. Okay.
I'm making a recipe for a gallon. So I used a pound of portobello mushrooms.
Okay.
Can you buy it by the pound? Like,
Yeah. Most grocery stores carry
Okay.
a pound. If not, it's a half a pound.
Okay.
I bought 2 half pounds from
Okay.
the grocery. So normally, especially for the inexperienced, your vegetables probably be ready when you're done cutting up your mushrooms. I'm a little bit faster, just a little bit.
Okay.
So my vegetables are close.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead.
And again, the vegetables marinate for how long before the hearty mushrooms?
No, they cook, not
Cook.
marinate.
Okay, cook.
Sauteing them, Mike. You're
Saute.
thinking of that
Chicken salad, yeah.
I know you're thinking about it. I know you're like, man, I cannot wait to taste this chicken salad. This does not marinate, not yet, my
Okay, it cooks.
Soups do marinate and they taste better when they sit overnight.
Okay.
Then the seasonings and your
Okay.
herbs and your spices and everything will all marinate.
So it's a good
Yeah.
idea to cook it the day before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the day before is always good. Something that I do different when I'm cooking soups compared to most chefs, they like to add their roux. And I know you like roux. What is roux?
You were reading my mind.
I'm a mind reader too. Roux is flour and butter. It's the
Okay.
equal amount of flour to butter. And you want to cook it, get some air in there, get it nice and popcorny smelling. It's
Okay.
and it thickens up your soup.
Okay.
Most chefs like to add it later. I like to add it in the beginning.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And that's one of my little secrets to a lot of my cream-based soups. Cream base is roux. Okay?
So you go
Cream
in
base.
with the roux first versus, wow.
So what
Adding
I'm
it
gonna do
later.
is I'm gonna cook my mushrooms. Once I cook them down, they'll let off some juice out of there. I'll have that 1 stick of butter. Then I'll add a little bit of flour to start my roux. I'll let it cook a little bit. Then I'll finish it, start off with the milk first, and then I'll go with the heavy cream.
Okay.
So if you look in here, the mushrooms, Mike, are starting to turn colors.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll start to get a little darker once that everything starts to cook down. So at this point, we'll just let this cook down for a few minutes and then we'll get ready to start plating. All right, Mike, we're gonna go ahead and start with the flour that I was talking about.
Now, can you use any flour?
All purpose.
All purpose.
All purpose flour is good. It's great for baking. It's really good for your roux.
And how much flour are you using for a gallon?
Equal amount of flour to butter.
Okay.
So
1 cup?
I put in 1/4 stick. So yeah, 1 cup, Mike. You want to make sure that you get that real nice and good and scraped up. Otherwise, you'll burn the bottom.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to start with our milk. If you notice the milk, see how thin it is when you're pouring it?
Now, how much milk did you just pour in there?
A quart. 1 quart.
Okay.
Now what I'm doing now, Mike, is I'm stirring it up real good just so that my roux and the milk and everything can combine together. I'm gonna cut that fire up. Once again, we can look at that fire, Mike. The beauty of it. Not like looking at the red. So we're gonna go ahead and let that cook for just a few seconds, just to kind of let that roux start to activate.
Okay.
And once it starts to activate, it starts to thicken up the soup. Instead of having it nice and runny, now it's gonna be nice and hearty and thick and stick to them ribs. Now we're gonna add in the heavy cream. This soup will cook now for probably about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna reduce it down so that everything can start to combine and thicken up. You gotta add some of that Chuck Love in there.
All right.
1 tablespoon of Chuck Love for a
1
gallon.
tablespoon of
Wow.
Chuck Love. So I know what a tablespoon look like.
Okay.
The inexperienced cook, I would say measure it out,
Okay.
because if you don't measure it out, it's gonna be salty. And in food, you can always add,
But you cannot
you
subtract.
can never subtract. Okay, so it's so important that you make sure that you don't over portion.
Okay.
I tell all my cooks that I train to make sure that they follow the recipe and always taste it, because you always, with salt, you have to adjust the salt product, always.
Okay.
If it's like potatoes hold salt, potato holds sugar. So you always want to make sure that you check everything. All right, Mike, well, right now we're gonna go ahead and let this thicken up, and then we'll start plating here in a few.
Hello, I'm Christine, and I just want to say that I was extremely excited to be here and even more excited to taste this delicious lunch meal. It's amazing.
My name is Lou, and this is absolutely incredible. I mean, the soup alone is a meal all by itself, and the salad just gives it a great flavor that adds it all together. This is a dinner. It's not a lunch. It's wonderful.
Hi, my name is Darius, and the meal is amazing. When you talk about comfort food, the soup is just, it's almost like Lou said, it's a meal within itself, and the chicken salad is amazing. Really good, really delicious.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I thought it was fantastic. I love chicken salad, and this is the best I've ever had.
My name is Rhonda, and the meal was absolutely phenomenal. And the favorite part was the mushrooms, because I don't like mushrooms, but he did an awesome job. The chicken salad was just to die for. This was just really, really amazing.
Man, I'm just so blown away, Chef, because I'm getting ready to ask you what you're gonna prepare for the next episode, and I still can't stop thinking about what we just had this episode.
This meal was phenomenal.
I'm bringing it up, Mike. I know you're like, wow, he gonna bring my next. I'm so excited. I'm surprised the camera can even keep a hold of me right now, just because I know this next meal is gonna blow people's socks off. So we need to make sure somebody brings some extra socks, because this next meal, I promise you, is even better than this one. I am gonna do a chili cheese crawfish etouffee.
Oh, wow.
With petite filet medallions over a white smoked jalapeno cheddar grit crab cake.
Oh, my goodness.
First time ever,
Mike.
Mike.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait for the next episode. I wish it was today. I'm your host, Michael Covington, for Teresa Styles and the legendary gourmet chef himself, Chekwa Vinici. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.